All right, this is adding extra details to your cylinder buildings. You need to practice adding at least one of each type of extra details. The details can be windows, stripes, antenna, opening up the top of the cylinders, UFOs, or other items that you can think of that you get approved through me, Ms. Hirschman. So first things first, adding the windows. These are usually circular windows end up looking the best. You can do a single window, or you could do windows in a set of 2 or 3, maybe even 4 if you've got a large cylinder. If you're going to add windows across very far of a cylinder, I would recommend doing stripes, then putting the windows in, because the windows would kind of gently curve right along the line of your cylinder. Okay? You can even add a little window pane on one side of your window, or have a darker side and a lighter side, things like that. Okay? The second option is having stripes. So you can have stripes that go vertical or horizontal on your buildings. If you are doing horizontal stripes, the most important thing to remember is they will also curve just like your tops and bottoms of your ellipse did. Okay, so they're going to be slightly smiley face curved lines. If you have stripes that are going vertically, you're going to be just drawing them straight up and down. They can even hop the edge and go up to your next one if you want. Okay. The next option is antenna, which usually happen at the top of your buildings. These can be a little different just depending on what you want to do. Usually I end up drawing kind of rabbit ears, peace signs that are skinny, and then you can add in a cylinder on the top. You could have a triangle and rings on the top. You could have a little cylinder that then has its own little antenna and beacons coming off of there. I've had people do a lot of different things with these that end up looking really, really neat. You can have the kind of Christmas tree one. You could even have circles going around your antenna. Okay. Opening up the top of the cylinders, and let's see here, is has more to do with the shading of the cylinder. We're going to talk about the shading in the next video, but basically the shading is flip-flopped if you're going to have the top of your cylinder open. So if I have this left side of the side of my cylinder shaded, that means that the light is coming from up over here, so that this side is light and this side is dark. When the light hits this edge, it can't jump and go into that edge. It would actually hit the open side over here. So the shading on the inside of your cylinder is going to be just opposite. The dark side is going to be on the right inside, and then the dark side is going to be on the left, on the outside of your cylinder. Okay. Last but not least is having UFOs. UFOs, the way I usually draw them, is starting with kind of a U shape for the glass part of the UFO where the little alien dude would sit. Having that bottom be slightly rounded. Again, it's not a straight line across the bottom. Then I have my lines coming down for the sides of the ship. Again, slightly curved line to make the bottom of the ship. And last but not least, their little landing feet, which you could even make them be cylinders to land on down here. Again, yes, making the dots, making your perfect cylinder every time you do. You can experiment and try some different things with the UFOs, because no one can really tell you what they may or may not look like, or if you even believe they exist. So if you have an idea for UFO, just check it over with Ms. Hirschman, and we can probably do whatever kind of things you're thinking of. Okay? Those are your options for extra details. Again, if you think of something that's really neat that I did not say on the video, go ahead, sketch it out, bring it up to Ms. Hirschman, and we will see if we can get it approved and put into your drawings.